Let's be honest for a second. Drafting rookies in fantasy football is the equivalent of ordering sushi at a gas station. Sometimes it's spicy tuna. Sometimes it's spicy regret. Every summer, fantasy managers convince themselves that this is the year their 12th round rookie pick becomes Alvin Kamara 2.0. Then come October, that same rookie is back on the waiver wire like a pumpkin spice latte in March. Seasonal, overhyped, and largely useless. But not this time. No, this time you're armed with insight, with facts, with jokes, with a beautifully crafted rookie tier list so good, your league mates will think you bribed an NFL scout. We're diving into the 2025 rookie class, slicing them up into delicious fantasy-relevant tiers, and giving you the inside scoop on everyone from fantasy darling Ashton Jeanty to media magnate Shedeur Sanders. The fantasy cheat codes. Let's kick things off with the creme de la creme, the rookies who will actually score you points instead of just looking pretty on your bench. Ashton Jeanty, the pride of Boise State, and now a Vegas Raider, has become the most sought-after rookie in 2025 redraft leagues. If Ashton were a Pokemon, he'd be Charizard, rare, powerful, and slightly terrifying. He's got the workhorse profile, breakaway speed, and a Raiders depth chart that reads more like a job fair flyer than an actual NFL roster. With Vegas desperate for offensive production and nobody credible standing in his way, Jeanty is a lock for fantasy gold. Analysts from Fantasy Pros to PFF are drooling over his every move, projecting him to deliver RB2 numbers with RB1 upside. Let's just say, if you pass on him in round 1, you better enjoy the taste of regret pie. Trust, but verify. Now we enter the realm of rookies who could win your league, or could become the reason you overreact and trade away your best wide receiver for a backup kicker. First up is Tre'Von Henderson, the Ohio State star who turned defenders into meme material for the last 3 seasons. Drafted in the 2nd round by the New England Patriots, Tre'Von enters a backfield that's basically a rotating door of mediocrity. And guess what? That's great news for you. Henderson is expected to carry a solid workload from the jump, and in an offense that will probably be allergic to passing more than 25 times a game, he's going to be busy. His one-cut style, top-end burst, an absurd college resume, including over 3,700 yards and a shiny national championship ring, make him a premium redraft option in round 2 or 3. Just beware. If the Patriots pull some Belichick ghost playbook nonsense and give 12 carries to some random practice squad guy, don't say I didn't warn you. Omarion Hampton is another mouth-watering option at RB who'll be playing in LA, but not for the Rams. Nope, he's a Charger, which means he's competing with Old Man Eckler in a post-Kellen Moore system that might not know what a running play even is. Still, he's got explosiveness and a nose for the end zone. He's a tier 2 lock with real upside if he gets even a semi-consistent role. On the wide receiver front, keep your eye on Tedero McMillan and Travis Hunter. McMillan is walking into Carolina like it's his team now. Because honestly, who else is Bryce Young going to throw to? DJ Chark? Adam Thielen's ghost? No thanks. McMillan's size, hands, and ability to create separation could make him a surprise wide receiver 3 flex guy by mid-season. Travis Hunter, meanwhile, is the unicorn of this class. A two-way player who made college football look like his personal Madden franchise, Hunter now suits up for Jacksonville. Will he play offense full-time? Unclear. Will he be electric when he does? Absolutely. He's a gamble, but one that might just hit jackpot status by week 8. The upside down. Here's where things get interesting, and a little terrifying. These are your late-round dart throws, your stash and wait rookies, and your I swear he's gonna break out guys. First up, let's talk tight ends. Because nothing screams party like discussing rookie tight ends in fantasy football. Colston Loveland, Bears, and Tyler Warren, Colts, top this year's batch of baby Gronks. Neither will be Travis Kelce, obviously, but if you play in a TE Premium League, or just hate your current starter, these two are worth a look. Loveland is a smooth route runner with red zone chops, and Warren has the athletic profile of a future breakout. Just don't expect Week 1 fireworks. Now let's talk wide receivers again. Emeka Egbuka landed in Tampa Bay, which sounds cool until you realize he's behind both Mike Evans And Chris Godwin. He's polished, reliable, and sneaky fast. But he'll need someone ahead of him to miss time, or age rapidly, to get consistent targets. In Dynasty, sure. In Redraft, stash him and cross your fingers. Caleb Johnson might just be this year's deep-cut RB steal. He joined the Steelers, who finally let Najee Harris walk after realizing he runs like a refrigerator on sand. Johnson has juice, and the Pittsburgh offense is built to grind. If he can seize the job from Jaylen Warren, he could be this season's Rashad White-style surprise. Now let's roll out the quarterbacks. In Redraft, rookie QBs usually don't matter. Unless they're CJ Stroud reincarnated, you're not starting them until you're 0-5 and desperate. But in Superflex, it's a whole different game. Cam Ward is the name you need to know. The Tennessee Titans took him to replace the artist formerly known as Ryan Tannehill and give Will Levis a little pressure. Ward is mobile, crafty, and not afraid to chuck it. Sometimes to the other team, sure, but we call that Baker Mayfield energy, and we've lived through worse. If he starts by mid-season, he could be a fantasy asset with quarterback 2 potential. And then, there's Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders, the $3,000 suit rookie quarterback with a hot dog stand resume. Let's be real. Shedeur Sanders was the story of the 2023 college season. Not because he was the best quarterback, not even because he was the most successful, but because he's Dayon's kid and handled media like a Kardashian running for mayor. He's got the stats: 14,000 plus passing yards, 134 touchdowns, enough highlight reels to fill an IMAX theater. But his draft stock collapsed faster than a fantasy team with 3 injured running backs. The Browns took him in the 5th round, and if you squint hard enough, that looks like a sit-and-learn scenario. But oh boy, the red flags. NFL insiders ripped his pre-draft interviews to shreds. One executive called it the worst interview I've ever had with a player, while another said Sanders made them feel like they didn't matter. Ouch. Combine that with a tendency to hold the ball longer than a yoga instructor and a not-so-great O-line, and you have a QB who might not see the field until 2026, if at all. In Redraft, you're better off drafting a defense early. Don't do that. In Superflex, maybe you stash him as QB4 if you've got room and a bottle of whiskey nearby. Otherwise, let someone else chase the Sanders dream while you grab someone with a pulse and a starting job. Welcome to rookie season, baby. Draft wisely, and may your championship dreams be just as real as your hatred for whoever drafts before you. And that's a wrap on our 2025 Fantasy Football Rookie tier list. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Until next time, draft smart, talk smack, and may your waiver wire always be blessed. Peace.